So, I'm gonna give a little preview of the two tracks I have. This is the turn track, and I guess this is the first corner or whatever, right near the barn. And you just come into here, a nice left, shoot up this straightaway into a bit of a 90 right. This seems to hold a lot of moisture, and that's a pretty good rut right there. Probably a possible bar dragger, but a lot of fun this corner right here. Okay, come up into this little right-hander here and shoot down into that corner. It's another 180-degree turn. Comes out like that. So I just want to give you a little idea of the dirt up here. Might sound a little biased, but when this dirt gets the right moisture, it's just perfect. It's a clay base, so there was some rain and it's been pretty cool, so the sun has been baking it. So this is packed in, and you can just pick it up, form it into something, break it down like that. I mean, it's really just fantastic dirt. Seems to be the fall is the best time to ride. Springtime we get a lot of rain and it's super muddy and mucky, but fall and you don't really get super high temperatures, so the dirt doesn't dry out a lot. And again, just coming into this corner right here, this rut, just picking up a handful, it just turns into a ball, and just really just fantastic quality right now. So the dirt in this corner, it's pretty loamy right now. There's certain parts of the track that have more moisture. It's a little tackier, it makes really good ruts. I'll give you an example in a couple of corners. But we come out of this 180 and it just comes up to kind of a weird little left-hand offset. Not much of a corner here, but it just helps change direction. So right here, this corner is what I was talking about. This is a lower part of the track, so it actually kind of helps. Water will sit in here sometimes. And when you come up to this dirt, you can see super tacky. It leaves tire impressions, and it's a little bit muddier, and it just kind of balls up into almost a snowball made of mud. I really like dirt like this because you can get some really nice deep ruts that'll hold you. So this is just kind of the variables of both tracks here. Certain corners hold a little more moisture than others. The dirt's either loamy and bottomless, or a little bit tacky and really good ruts. So I kind of like it all. I mean, this is I've had a lot of good days riding up here. It's been pretty standard the last 5 years, but this is right up there with all-time conditions. So here we are in another corner that's pretty more tacky than loamy. And actually, the way I prep the tracks, I've found out a pretty good formula over the years. I use a cultivator first, which just really rips the dirt up super deep. And in the corners, I'll go follow the direction of the track, and I'll also go straight across if I have the time to do it on a long weekend like I've been up here. And after it's ripped up with the cultivator, I just go over everything with the rototiller, and it really just chops it up and makes it super deep and almost kind of bottomless. It does have a hard base, and that's the best way I've found to prep tracks. I don't really cultivate or rip the straightaways up too much because nobody really likes ruts on the straightaway. I do run the tiller over them, and with the right amount of moisture, this is the result I get, and it's a really good one. I mean, pretty fortunate to have dirt like this. So getting back to the layout, that right-hander a couple of corners ago, it's just a sort of a switchback series. You come in, you make a right, go up here into another left, come back down here and make another right, and that gets you going towards the second half of the track. This is a turn track, so the more corners, the more directions, the better. The rapid change of pace. Probably in the last 5 years, I've probably done about 1,000+ laps on this track. It really helps out tremendously. If you have the opportunity or just a pit you ride at, cutting in a turn track, it'll improve your riding so much. So this is that same sweeping left. Just comes down here and straight ahead. There's another 180. Also a corner that seems to hold a lot of moisture. It gets super tacky, and there's some pretty defined good ruts that can get deep. This is that 180-degree corner, and as you can see, there's a kind of an inside rut, outside one. Sets you up for a little straightaway, and another 180-degree corner to come down this long one right here. So coming back here off this track, we got a right-hander leading up to that straightaway. And what's pretty cool is this is just years of hitting the same line over and over again. It built itself pretty much into a berm, so now there's a little something to hold you, and you can really get a good drive coming out of here and down this straightaway right here, where you can just let the bike eat. Not a whole lot, but usually you can get up to third gear, and a lot of power wheelies down this straightaway. It's pretty fun. Just walking down this straightaway right here. The other cool thing about it is it's a straightaway, and the end it's more of a mellow 90-degree or less turn, so it's not sudden or an abrupt change of direction, so you can carry a lot of momentum into this corner right here. And you usually start to get some pretty decent braking bumps right here, trying to slow down and make this corner. And it usually gets a couple of decent lines. You can stay to the inside, go all the way to the outside. So it wasn't a huge volume of traffic on this track this weekend. A lot of people just prefer to go straight to the main track. But I mean, this is just so much fun with how good the dirt is and how ruddy the corners get. And yeah, so you're just coming down there pretty much third gear as fast as you can, braking for here. After you come down that straightaway, you make this sweeping left and just come right back up here. Another kind of mellow right-hander. And you just shoot back down here, and this is the 180 that starts the track, if you will.